Hello, and welcome back to Zito Like Frito. My name is Frankie Zito, and y'all know how sometimes your brain just hyperfixates on one thing and one thing only? Yeah, well, mine, like many of yours, is currently overrun with all things K-pop Demon Hunters, and specifically, which Pokemon would each Huntrix member have on their team? In today's video, we're gonna dive right in and answer that question, so let's get started! First up, we're gonna talk about Mira, the undeniable wild child of the group. As the lead dancer and choreographer for the demon hunting squad, she's the one who brings the heat, with a few rebellious strands of hair framing her face while the rest is kind of swept back in like two little tiny ponies. When it comes to her weapon, she's all about a fearsome polearm that she wields with the grace of a dancer and the power of a demon slayer. To build her Pokemon team, we're going to start with a Pokemon that's just as much of a star as she is, Meloetta. This Pokemon is the perfect match for Mira's dancing prowess, and we're obviously going to go with the pirouette form, a graceful and nimble dancer who can take any opponent with some fancy footwork, just like Mira on the stage or on the battlefield. Meloetta also has an aria form, which represents Mira's role as a supporting vocalist for the group, proving she's more than just a dancer. Next, we have a Pokemon that's a reference to one of Mira's most iconic lyrics. I'm talking about Volcanion, the one and only water and fire type Pokemon in existence. This choice is a direct nod to her legendary verse in the group's hit song, How It's Done, where she sings, Napalm is a highly flammable liquid, basically gasoline that can burn underwater. So of course, I had to pair Mira with the one and only Pokemon that can master both of these elements. It's a perfect fit. Check. For the next two Pokemon, we're diving into Mira's signature aesthetic. First up is Pheromosa. Its sleek antennae are a perfect stand-in for Mira's face-framing hair, and its wings resembling her flowing pink hair in the back. Like, just imagine this Pokemon, but like decked out in pink. It's honestly perfect. I'm also giving her Milotic, a Pokemon known for its breathtaking beauty and graceful appearance. And those long pink strands give off some serious Mira vibes. For the final two, we're leaning into some of Mira's more relaxed off-duty moments, followed by her battle-ready moments. We have Beartic to start, chosen to represent that giant, cozy polar bear sweater dress that she's always sporting while lounging around at home. I think it's a great contrast to her really fierce on-stage and demon-slaying persona, which is best represented by Iron Valiant. This futuristic Paradox Pokemon can detach the blades on its arms, transforming them into a polearm, just like the that Mira uses. It's the perfect fusion of her elegance, power, and demon-slaying skills. Now that Mira's team is set, let's move on to the youngest member of the group, Zoe. Now she's not just the 막내, she's also the main lyricist and rapper of the group. Her look is just as sharp as her knives and her lyrics. She's got a short haircut with blunt black bangs, and her hair is generally styled into two low buns in the back. When it's time to fight, she ditches the mic for a handful of throwing knives. To start her Pokemon team, we're going with Scyther. While Scyther may not throw knives, its razor-sharp and sickle-like wings I thought looked a lot like the knives that Zoe fans out in her hands before she launches them. I thought it was a really good visual match for her signature fighting style. Next, we have a pair of Pokemon that are all about her look and personality. First, we have Garchomp, whose fin-like horns on the side of its head are a dead ringer for Zoe's buns that she has, and they even share the same sort of blue and yellow color palette. As for her personality, I've gone with Ambipom, who's known for its playful and energetic nature, really a perfect fit for Zoe's lively character, and come on, honestly, Ambipom's got the blunt bangs down. For our next choice, we have Sylveon, who is not only a powerful sound-based attacker with its hyper voice move, mirroring Zoe's booming supporting vocals for Huntrix, but it's also the newest evolution, representing Zoe's status as the youngest member of the group. Now, for a Pokemon that's maybe more of a deep cut, throughout the movie, we see and hear about Zoe's obsession with turtles. And what better way to show that some love than with the OG Gen 1 turtle, Blastoise. It's a classic and powerful addition to Zoe's team. Finally, we have one of the most cute and savage Pokemon of all, Morpeko. This one is a direct callback to Zoe's iconic line in How It's Done when she says, Morpeko perfectly embodies this duality, switching from its adorable electric form to a ferocious dark-type form when it gets hungry. This mirrors Zoe herself at the beginning of the movie, stuffing her face with snacks before a show and then transforming into a powerhouse on the stage. We can even go a little bit deeper and say Morpeko's two forms sort of represent the two sides of Zoe herself, her American side and her Korean side, but we'll save that for a deeper dive in another video. Finally, we have the heart and soul of the group, Rumi. As the half-demon, half-hunter lead vocalist for Huntrix, she's definitely a force to be reckoned with. Her weapon of choice is a sword, which she wields with the grace of a hunter and the raw power of a demon. Before we get to her final team that I chose, I wanted to give some love to some honorable mention. Aegislash was an early contender I thought of because of its sword, but honestly, the shield aspect I didn't think fit quite right with Rumi. Saralege also came close with its ghostly appearance and the sword's hands. I thought maybe a good fit for her demon side, but I thought having two swords instead of just the one felt off, so that's why I left Saralege off her team as well. And the last honorable mention is Toxtricity, who has a cool purple and yellow color palette and is like a sound-based attacker as well, but I just didn't think it gave off the right vibes for Rumi. So with those out of the way, let's get on to the final 6 Pokemon I've chosen for Rumi's team. First up, we have Zoroark. Now this Pokemon represents Rumi's hidden demon side, which she's kept hidden from her friends. Zoroark's ability to create illusions and hide its true identity is really a perfect nod to Rumi concealing her true self because she was afraid her friends wouldn't accept her. It's a Pokemon that understands what it means to hide their true nature. Next is Galarian Articuno. I chose this Pokemon primarily for its long purple tail, which is a perfect match for Rumi's signature long purple braid. But beyond the looks, Galarian Articuno is also said to create mirages of itself to fool others, which sort of ties back to the same themes of Zoroark, a subtle hint to Rumi's hidden demon side. Next, we have Primarina. Its voice is its most powerful weapon, much like how Rumi finds strength and recreates the Honmoon at the climax of the movie. It's a beautiful, elegant, and powerful Pokemon that embodies Rumi's key qualities as a character. To continue with the singing theme, I went with the Paradox form of one of the OG singing Pokemon, Jigglypuff. But in this case, we have Screamtail. I went with Screamtail specifically because of its hair. The bump on the top, followed by the long strand in the back, is just super reminiscent of Rumi's signature dragon braid. It's a sort of a modern take on a more classic Pokemon, so it's a fun parallel to Rumi recreating a more modern Honmoon. Next, I went with the crowned form of Zacian, who wields a huge sword in battle, and honestly, you can't tell me that Zacian's signature move Behemoth Blade doesn't look exactly like Rumi's epic final attack on Gima here. It's honestly spot on. Zacian is a powerful and regal Pokemon that perfectly captures Rumi's strength and leadership. And finally, I wanted to give a nod to Derpy the blue tiger, who ends up really taking a liking to Rumi and sort of acts like a guardian for her throughout the movie. And while there wasn't a blue tiger Pokemon, there is a legendary yellow saber-toothed tiger, and that is Raikou. Not only does Raikou help pay homage to Derpy, but it also has a flowing purple mane, again reminiscent of Rumi's purple hair, and it has patterns. Like, come on now, is there a better Pokemon for Rumi's team than Raikou? So there we have a full team of 6 for each of our Huntrix girls. Make sure to like this video, y'all, it really helps me out, and let me know down in the comments below if you would have chosen any other Pokemon for our girls. I'll see y'all next time. Bye!